If you bite into a scoop of Plombir, you'll be hit with flavors so rich, creamy, and smooth that it practically melts on your tongue. This iconic Russian ice cream has been a favorite for generations. Even more impressive, a single factory can produce thousands of these treats in just 1 hour, with every batch made with care and precision. So, how does a simple mix of ingredients turn into such a beloved dessert? But first, a quick look at its origins. Though Plombir is now a Russian staple, it actually began in France. In the 19th century, a French confectioner from Plombières-les-Bains created a dessert by blending fruits soaked in cherry liqueur with eggs and cream, then freezing it. This delightful treat eventually made its way to Russia, where it evolved into the Plombir that we know today. In Russia, during the Soviet era, Plombir became a must-have dessert. The Soviet government set strict standards, known as GOST, requiring Plombir to be made with high fat content and no artificial additives. These rules ensured that every scoop was rich, creamy, and full of flavor, helping Plombir become one of the country's most cherished treats. The process of making Plombir starts with gathering the best ingredients. The main components include fresh milk, cream, sugar, eggs, and sometimes condensed milk. Factories typically source their milk and cream from local dairies that focus on quality and sustainability. The cream's high fat content is crucial because it gives Plombir its rich and creamy texture. Sugar and condensed milk are added to sweeten the mixture and make it smooth, while eggs act as a natural emulsifier, helping to blend everything into a silky mix. Once these top quality ingredients are selected, they are transported to the factory where the magic happens. The first step in the factory is mixing. Large industrial mixers are used to combine all the ingredients into a smooth, uniform liquid. This step is crucial because any inconsistency in mixing could lead to uneven texture or flavor in the final product. Once all the ingredients are mixed together, the next step is pasteurization. This means heating the mixture to about 85 degrees Celsius to kill any harmful bacteria. Pasteurization is really important because it makes sure the ice cream is safe to eat and helps the flavors blend well. But it's a delicate process. If the mixture gets too hot, it can change the flavor. If it's not hot enough, harmful bacteria might survive. After pasteurization, the mixture goes through homogenization, which is the key to making Plombir so creamy. Homogenization is where fat molecules are broken down into tiny droplets and spread evenly throughout the mixture. This is done using a machine that applies high pressure to the mix. By doing this, the fat stays evenly mixed in, so the ice cream has a smooth texture with no lumps. If this step isn't done right, the ice cream could end up oily or uneven, which wouldn't taste as good. Once the mixture is homogenized, it's moved to the aging tanks, where it rests and thickens for several hours, usually between 4 to 12 hours. Aging is important because it lets the flavors fully develop and the texture get smoother. During this time, the proteins and fats in the mix work together to make the ice cream creamier. The tanks are kept cool, around 4 degrees Celsius, so the mixture thickens slowly without freezing. This aging process also helps make sure the ice cream will hold up well during freezing. It's a simple step, but it's key to giving Plombir its rich, dense texture that people love. After the mixture has aged, it's time for freezing and churning. This is where Plombir really starts to take shape. The aged mixture is put into a continuous freezer, a machine that churns and freezes the ice cream at the same time. Churning is important because it adds air to the mixture, which affects how smooth and dense the final product is. For Plombir, only a small amount of air is added, which gives it a dense and rich texture. As the ice cream churns, it also freezes. But because it's being stirred constantly, it stays smooth and creamy without forming large ice crystals. The continuous freezer quickly brings the ice cream's temperature down, usually to below -20 degrees Celsius. This rapid freezing is essential to keep the ice cream's smooth texture and prevent any graininess. By the end of this process, the Plombir has taken on its final form, but it's not quite ready to eat just yet. Now that the Plombir is perfectly frozen and churned, the next step is shaping and filling. Depending on the final product, whether it's a tub, cone, or bar, the ice cream is carefully shaped and packaged. If the Plombir is destined to become ice cream bars, the mixture is poured into molds to take shape and then hardened further. For tubs or cones, precise filling machines dispense just the right amount of ice cream into each container. This part of the process is highly automated to ensure everything is done with accuracy and cleanliness. The machines are designed to be incredibly precise, making sure every package has the correct amount of ice cream with no waste. Once filled, the ice cream is quickly sent to a blast freezer to get the final hardening touch. The blast freezer works by blowing super cold air at high speeds over the ice cream, making sure it freezes evenly and quickly. Once a Plombir has hardened, it's ready for packaging. The packaging process is also fully automated to make sure it's done efficiently and hygienically. The ice cream is moved along conveyor belts, going through various stages of packaging. For bars, this might mean wrapping them in paper or foil. For tubs, the ice cream is placed in containers, which are then sealed with airtight lids. The packaging is designed to keep the ice cream fresh and protect it during transport. Sealed packages are important because they prevent freezer burn, which can ruin the texture and flavor of the ice cream. Throughout the entire production process, strict quality control measures are in place. At different points along the production line, there are inspection stations to check for any defects or inconsistencies. Advanced technology like X-ray machines and spectroscopy is used to spot any contaminants or irregularities that might not be visible to the naked eye. Each batch is also sampled and tested for texture, flavor, and consistency to make sure it meets the high standards expected of Plombir. Only after passing these tests does the ice cream move on to storage and distribution. Once packaged, the Plombir ice cream is stored in cold storage rooms, where the temperature is carefully controlled to keep the ice cream in perfect condition until it's ready to be shipped. These storage rooms are kept at around -25°C to ensure the ice cream remains frozen and fresh. Finally, the ice cream is loaded onto refrigerated trucks for distribution. These trucks are specially designed to maintain the low temperatures needed to keep the ice cream frozen during transport. Transporting frozen goods is a complex task, and these trucks are equipped with GPS and temperature monitors to make sure the ice cream arrives at its destination in the best possible condition. And there you have it, the fascinating journey of how Plombir, one of Russia's most beloved ice creams, is made in a factory. From selecting the best ingredients to the careful processes of mixing, pasteurizing, homogenizing, and freezing, every step is designed to create a rich, creamy, and utterly delicious product. The history of Plombir is as rich as the ice cream itself, evolving from a French dessert into a Russian classic that's loved by generations. The production process blends tradition with modern technology, ensuring that each batch of Plombir meets the highest quality standards. Whether it's in a cone, a tub, or an ice cream bar, Plombir is more than just a dessert. It's a taste of history and a testament to the art of ice cream making. If you found this dive into ice cream production as fascinating as we did, click on the next video for more behind-the-scenes looks at how your favorite products are made.